Hey guys, how you doing? It's Ari from Literary Gladiators. Let me get this camera in a better angle because it's not. Today, I'm going to be doing another lyrical analysis. And today I'm going to be doing a lyrical analysis on Scenes from an Italian Restaurant by Billy Joel. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to reviewing this. As a matter of fact, I got my own little Italian restaurant set up that I'm going to go visit. I gotta get dressed for the occasion. So I will meet you at the Italian restaurant in just a few minutes, and we'll go over the song, and we're going to have a good time. So let's do it. Oh man, I knew I was too fat for this suit. Oh, I knew this would happen. Now I know how Charlie feels when he eats too much cookies. Alright, here we are at the Italian restaurant. I'm just going to be waiting for my food. I got some wine right here. Got some Moscato. I'm going to open that. And we're going to pour it into the glass. So today we're going to be going over Scenes from an Italian Restaurant by... Today we're going to be going over Scenes from an Italian Restaurant by Billy Joel. This is a lyrical analysis, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And I think Scenes from an Italian Restaurant has to be one of my favorite songs of all time. I think the reason I like this song so much, as well as Day in the Life by the Beatles, is simply because it's more than one song put together, you know? I mean, it's like a collaboration of songs, and it's very interesting. And I think that putting multiple songs together is one-way ticket for it to being a good song. And I think that Scenes is one of the best songs, not only by Billy Joel, not only from the 1970s, but also from in general. So, now I have my wine, let's sit back, relax, and let's do the literary analysis. Oh God! Well, now that that instant of terror is over, let's get started. So, the song begins simply, bottle of red, bottle of white. Talking about different wines that could represent different things. So the bottle of red, bottle of white, bottle of white, bottle of red, perhaps a bottle of rosé instead. We'll get a table near the street, in our own familiar place. So this is obviously someone that has been with someone for a while, and they go there to tell stories about their life, tell stories about each other, tell stories about what's going on. And it's just an introductory paragraph. It's nothing out of the ordinary. So, yeah. Yeah, have some garlic bread, please?
You suck.
Haha, yeah, you too. You too. Terrible service here. Anyway, I just wanted to say that when you get to the second part of the song is when the stuff really gets interesting. So, yeah, I'll meet you anytime you want at the Italian restaurant. And I'm meeting you here right now to discuss this analysis. That's pretty cool. So, Freudian slip there, right? The second part of this song kind of has someone describing their life. Things are okay with me these days. I've got a good job, I've got a good office, he's got a good wife, got a new life, the family's fine. I've lost touch with you a long time ago. Look at you, you've lost weight, I didn't know. So, I mean, he's describing what he's missed all this time. And it's just, in general, it's a really, really good introduction to the third part of the song. And it's just one of those things where you go and learn about someone, but you kind of lose touch with them and you come back with them. You look ever nice after so much time. And then it goes back to the memories. Do you remember hanging out at the Village Green, which is going to come up later? And talk about what they did when they were younger. The third part of the song is actually very interesting. And, I don't know. And, this is the most analytical part of the song where you can actually divulge the most from. So this part is about Brenda and Eddie. Brenda and Eddie are the couple in this song. They were like, hey, we want to get married, we think we're perfect for each other, but everyone else was like, oh, we're not too sure. Brenda, you know that you're much too lazy, and Eddie can never afford that kind of life. It's a very interesting way to put it, because they start talking about, oh, they got an apartment, got some paintings from Sears, big water bed that they bought with the money that they had saved. And then it really starts going downhill when you hear they started to fight when the money got tight, but they just didn't count on the tears. This is a typical way that divorce often happens, where people marry each other without realizing exactly what's in store for them, and it just falls apart. But the tune keeps on thumping. It goes da 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 da. It's very very interesting. It changes a little bit, and then it goes. They lived in a while. They lived for a while in a very nice style, but they got a divorce. And then the interesting line is the king and the queen went back to the green, which we had just talked about before in the second verse. So obviously the green is supposed to mean where they were before, what they did before. So they've just gone back. They tried to go back to what they did before, but they couldn't, as the very last line of that says. And the king and the queen went back to the green, but you can never go back there again. Meaning once things have changed, you can't change it back. It's just, that's how it's always going to be. Hey, can I get some service here or what? This is really getting annoying.
Go serve yourself on a silver platter.
Alright, fine. Terrible service here, you know. Anyway, now let's go to the final part of the song. Couldn't go back to the greasers. All they could do was pick up the pieces. That means all they could do was look at what they've done and be like, yeah, that's all we could do. And that's all I've heard about Brendan and Eddie. Can't tell you, I told you already. And here we are waving Brendan and Eddie goodbye. Now, the first time they say that, they're talking about when they're driving away in their car, just got married. Now they're saying goodbye to the relationship, goodbye to the marriage. It didn't work out. And that's just things happen. Now, the most interesting part of the song is actually the last chorus, which is almost but not quite a refrain of the first chorus. A bottle of red, a bottle of white. Now, that might be what you think they're saying, what Billy Joel is saying in the song. He's actually not. If you listen carefully, he's actually saying a bottle of reds, plural. A bottle of whites, plural. Usually when you're referring to reds and whites, you're not talking about wine. You're talking about drugs. And in this case, it's trying to say you need something stronger here because of all the negative experiences you've gone through. You need something stronger when you talk with someone about it. You need a lot more, what's the word? You would need a lot more help. You would need a lot more, yeah, just a general, like, support. That's the word I'm looking for. You would need a lot more support. And it's just, wine is just a cozy drink. I mean, people, you know, they drink wine at casual occasions and stuff like that. But drugs are done, drugs are much more effectual. They are not, they're much more harsh and gives you more of a perspective on things. And so it ends the same way as it begins with, I'll meet you anytime you want at the Italian restaurant. And so what this song is basically trying to say, in my opinion of course, is that things happen in life and they may be good, they may be bad. In this case, there's a divorce, and what happens is basically you're able to tell the same stories, but the stories are never going to be the same after the fact. After something happens, it's always going to be different, and it's going to take a lot more to be able to discuss it in a proper way rather than just the way you discussed it before. While you're in a marriage, you can talk about your marriage all the time. You can talk about how the marriage is going and all your stuff you did before the marriage and all your childhood. But then when you break up, you no longer can talk about it in the same way. And if you do want to talk about it, you have to talk about it in a more forced way, kind of. That's basically what this is saying. So, that's my review, lyrical analysis for Scenes from an Italian Restaurant by Billy Joel. And frankly, I am getting really pissed off here because my plate is empty. I have not gotten any food yet because I have been waiting here for a very long time. I'm going to go get the waiter because this is getting ridiculous. The wine is terrible. I gotta get his attention. Excuse me. Excuse me? Yes, your restaurant sucks, and I want to put a formal complaint.
What? I didn't serve you because you were
Oh, you were blaming me now. You're blaming me for this. Oh, you didn't serve me because I didn't have a tie on. Because I didn't have a tie on? What kind of reason is that? I will make sure I never come back to this club. Ever. No.
Come on, we gotta wear a dress code here. You know, it's a dress code.
Dress code. You talk to me about dress code, and look at you. You're a fat mom. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video for Scenes of an Italian Restaurant. Again, my name is Ari. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe to Literary Gladiators. We got a brand new season starting up here. We're in the middle of Tryathlon right now. We're gonna have an episode released every single day through the month of October. I wanted to thank Josh for all these individual videos he's putting up for me and all the kindness he showed over the years. Thank you very much, Josh. I appreciate it. I also wanted to thank everyone else from Literary Gladiators. You guys are doing a great job, and I really enjoyed the time. I am enjoying the time that I'm currently spending with you guys on all these seasons. This is a great channel, and I wanted to give a shout out to all the booktubers out there. You guys, I watch your stuff all the time, or when I can, and you guys are great. And I just wanted to also say shout out to Restricted Section, who I just saw their beer tag. Thanks for the shout out on Literary Gladiators, and anyone else who shouts out not only our channel but supports all the booktubers out there. So thanks a lot. Cheers, and oh, this wine actually isn't very good. It's warm, that's why. Keep reading.